And on today's Toy Spot, we're going to be taking a look back at the Dark Knight Rises Heroclix game piece. We're going to be having a look at the Mercenary Soldier. Oh yeah, this will be really awesome. Now, first of all, before I take a look back at the soldier, mercenary, or whatever he's called, I just want to say that my sister actually bought this for me as a present, like, at Walgreens. I wasn't a collector back then of the Heroclix figures, because you only had to collect, like, 30 of them. The reason now I have a problem, I don't have any problem, of course, but what I can say is, I've been, like, a fan of The Dark Knight Rises. I know I haven't seen the movie yet, but, I just wanted to, pick this up, Actually, my sister actually picked this up, like, at Walgreens, and she was very nice to, give it to me, because it was, like, a present from her. And I gotta say that she did a nice job, like, trying to buy this for me, And I just wanted to, do this review because this is an awesome figure, and, because I really like this review. No, but because I really want to review this figure. So yeah, I want to take a look back at it. First of all, we'll start with the detail. Now the detail here is very nice. You can see that, right here, you can see that there's very nice detail right here on the back, really nice detail in the pants, the boots. Really nice detail in the face sculpt. I actually like how they did the likeness, pretty nice, Really nice, though, is that they also have this kind of thing right here. Like most Heroclix figures, these, Batman, the Dark Knight Rises Heroclix figures also have the same kind of dial on them. So, yeah. This dial, you can turn it, so, yeah, I'm going to show you that later so you can see when you're playing the game, Because it has to come with a game board, and that's what I never really expected until I actually bought this, I haven't actually bought it like I said, my sister did, but, it's amazing. Anyways, there are, like, over 30 game pieces for these to collect. Now, these Batman Heroclix figures don't actually, of course, you can't find them. They're very hard to find. You could try and you could try, but you'll just never find them unless you look, like, close enough, at them. If you look hard enough, where they are at, The main problem I have is that this figure right here does not have articulation. You can't expect to, like, play with him and articulate him for anything. He's just holding the gun in his hand. He's already posed, so that's maybe why, But you can't really articulate him, because this figure, of course, this figure right here, it doesn't have articulation. Now that's the problem I have with most Heroclix figures, is that they don't get articulation. They don't have the joint articulation where you could pose them. You can't pose their heads any way you want. Like, you can't turn their heads side to side. You also can't pose their arms or their legs, on any side you wanted to, Because, of course, I expected articulation, some of it, for this figure, but no, but no, I didn't get but no, I didn't get any articulation out of this, and yeah, but no, and I didn't get any, but no, I didn't get any articulation out of this, and it's just too bad that they didn't have the articulation included for this. It'd be really nice if they did, though. No, but anyways, as I was saying before, it has a dial that turns. You can see that it has, the dial that turns, and you can see the Batman logo breaking to pieces right there. Pretty cool. Really nice. I'm going to show you that right now, so you can see how you can turn it. Just put this right here, and if I can show you in the close-up, here it is again. Just turn it like this. Well, just turn like any way you want to. It's kind of hard. I can't turn this at all. That's the only problem I have as well. Because you can't turn these like you used to. Well, you can still turn them. Real nice, you can see that. And yeah, that is everything for this Heroclix figure. It's actually a game piece, so yeah, that's what I would say. No, but anyways, of course, these figures, they don't really have a lot of articulation. I mean, you can't put them in poses. Like, this one is already posed, so, no, you can't actually pose him or anything, but, because he's already posed, like he's going to shoot, like, someone. He's, because he looks like he's going to shoot someone. That looks pretty cool, because he's going to shoot someone, yeah. If I actually did buy or pick, if I actually did buy or pick more of these up, I could have reviewed them or something, but this one, they don't have a lot of articulation. I mean, they are exclusive, and you're never able to find them anywhere else, Just because you can't find them anywhere doesn't mean you'll look for them anywhere, It's your choice, If it's your choice, then it depends on it. And depending on which ones you get, though, I can't, I can't tell you if they will have even way more of these, because these are pretty hard to find. Anyways, for this, mercenary soldier that is one of Bane's henchmen that's going to be in the movie, I'm really sorry to say this, but I don't think because of the articulation and, of course, the problems I have with, like posing him or even articulating him with the articulation. I'm really sorry, but I think I'm going to have to give the soldier a 9 point out of 10. 9 point out of 10, because this soldier doesn't have so much articulation. I mean, it'd be nice, though, if they could just, come up with something else and maybe, make the Movie Master's henchman for, Bane. And they would just make him to the Movie Master's, action figures, and they would have just more articulation. But this one, I can't actually guarantee or promise it, Because, like all Heroclix figures, but and I'm so sorry to tell you this, but like all Heroclix figures, this figure does not have articulation, which is just too bad, because I would have expected, some, movable articulation to where you could pose him in any way you want, but he's already posed. Look at him right there. He's already posed. And you can see that he's already posed like that, and you can see it. And you can see everything, just because he's articulated. And that's what really makes this figure, I wouldn't have to do this if the figure only had if it had a way more articulation, but I'm very sorry, I can't give this figure just a 10 out of 10, 10 point out of 10, because this figure just, it doesn't have articulation. If it did, it would just be, I would give it a 10 out of 10, but if it didn't have articulation, then no, I wouldn't have to give it that. But it'd be really nice if Mattel did actually make these Bane's henchmen into Movie Master's action figures, but who knows, maybe we could have, just gotten a lot more articulation than this, Now, I'm really sorry to tell you this, Batman toy collectors, but you'll be really disappointed with the articulation, or, in this, because there's just no articulation in this one at all. I mean, he's already posed and everything, but you'll just be really disappointed to know that you can't just actually move this figure around anymore. It's already posed like it is, and I'm very sorry to tell you this, but I don't think that would be the main problem. The main problem would actually be that he's really posed, so you can't actually, move him around, too much, anyways. But yeah, that's all I had to say about this figure. Just put him to the side, and, do I recommend getting him? Yes, if you're a Heroclix fan or a toy collector of Batman one, then you'll really enjoy this, Heroclix figure. Can you actually buy this at Walgreens? You sure can if you just found it there, And does this figure have articulation? Actually, it does not have articulation like I mentioned before. This figure does not have articulation, which I really don't like. I mean, they could have just used they could have used the figure and made, a different figure, like, instead of this, with Bane's henchman, but, since they won't, there could be, other ways they could try to make one, but with, less articulation, you're not going to get much poses out of this, Probably if you just play around with it and stuff like that, if you're playing a game, then you'll be interested to know that you can actually move it around, like, sort of like this, and everything, but, you're just not gonna get so much articulation out of this thing. I mean, you can play around with it all you want, like, if you're playing a game like a Heroclix one, a Batman one, then you'll be like, putting these on the game board before you know, but, like, articulation, I can't say too much about it. This articulation, it's not what I expected. And, of course, Mattel has to make, an action figure based on this. I mean, if they can't, then, of course, we won't get articulated Bane's henchman figure then. Or maybe we could get even more than that, but that's all I had to say. I mean, pretty disappointed in this figure, And still, I'm pretty disappointed in this figure, even if it has no articulation. So, I do not give it a 10 out of 10, because the articulation is really disappointing. They could have just used something else. And yeah, that's all I had to say. Thanks for watching. Have a very nice day. Until next time, this is Andrew Haxley signing off. Bye-bye now.